Hello. Let's doodle a little bit, just a little bit. Because why not, right? I have all my brushes ready. I'm gonna start by making a little face on my ugly tattoo, of course, because I do what I want. And let me make sure this light is nice and bright, like a diamond. It is, okay. Hello everybody, my name is Carolina the Doodler and I love to doodle. So today I'm just gonna be doodling, making some little warm-up stuff and then maybe doing some designs. I like to bunify everything in this time of the year, so I was thinking of doing my dino bunny and a few other of my favorites that I like to do. But we're gonna start by covering this ugly thing that I have here. Maybe we should make this into a bunny. Let's do it. It's gonna be a cute bunny. Bunny! You know, sometimes in life you get tattoos and then you regret it. So let's go ahead and make that a cute one. Let's see, I need a little brush. This guy needs some blush. Everything is just better with blush. So we'll put some pink blush in there. There you go. Maybe I should even give it bunny ears. Why not? Let's do it. So I do what I want. Do what I want. And then after I'm done doing my cover up of my ugly tattoo, then we'll just start doing some fun stuff, okay? It's a regular day. I have work a little bit later. And I figured, why not start my day doing something that I love, right? Like, I like to draw and I like to do crafts and art and in many different ways, but for some reason, painting with face paint has been one of my all-time favorite things to do since I started. Which was way back in the day, in 2000 and something. So, that's why I do it so much. Because I just love it. I love it. And I'm being quiet because everybody's sleeping in my house and I'm so nice, you know? I'm just a nice person. Anyways, I'm almost done doing the ears. And then I'm gonna do something on my arm. Hello, I'm a bunny. Hello, bunny. Ready? Let's get some outline in there because I can't help myself with the outline. I have to do it. There we go. Okay. Ta-da! It's a bunny. It looks like a bunny, I think. Right? Okay. So now I'm going to practice. I get some warm-up stuff right here. I like to warm up because, I don't know, my hands shake and I don't want to start doing these signs with shaky hands. Let me show you. You see how my fingers are shaking? So if you warm up a little bit, just take a minute to do that, then it really helps. If you are here, hello. My name is Carolina the Doodler. I love to doodle and I love to face paint and I love to paint adorable things on my arm. So if you love cartoons and you want to see me paint something that you love, just drop it in the comments. Make a request. I would love to know what you want to see. Hello, football fishing. Hello. Aww. Thank you for saying hi. I feel so lonely in here. But that's okay. I'm not lonely. I'm just joking. I'm not. I think one of the greatest things you can do in life is learn how to hang out with yourself. And if somebody happens to join the fun, then it just makes it twice as fun, right? Hello, Melissa. Hello. Let me turn off my brightness on my telly. Oh, there you are. Now I can see a little bit better. Okay, so I'm just doing some circles. This helps my hand loosen up. And, you know, it just becomes more fun to paint because then I don't feel all shaky and self-conscious. Even when I draw, I warm up. I do little circles up and down the side of my page, and then I start to do. So tell me, Melissa and Football Fishing, do you have a favorite cartoon right now? I love cartoons. I watch a lot of anime. I've been trying to watch all the animes and learn all about them. Most recently, I've been watching Demon Slayer. Oh my goodness, it's so good. I've also watched a little bit of One Piece, which I need to watch more. What else have I seen? Kotaro Lives Alone. That one is adorable. Adorable. Okay, so I have some circles. Why don't we just go crazy and outline them too? And you know what? Maybe we'll paint the dinosaur. I was thinking of doing my dino bunny. So I'm gonna finish this warm up and I'm gonna do a dinosaur with bunny ears. Because who doesn't love a dinosaur with bunny ears, right? I know I do. If I ever see one on the streets, I'll say hi. Okay, so I like to go in both directions so I can get really good at it. Confidence is your friend, and the way to get confident is to do something a lot. A lot. I don't think so. I used to watch Animaniacs. Melissa, I love Animaniacs. It's time for Animaniacs. Because we're sailing to the max. So just sit down and relax. Love to collapse. Animaniacs. Come and join the Warner Brothers and the Warner Sister Dots. Well, maybe we could do an Animaniac. Why not? Hello, Tony Mixer. Okay, so let's wipe this off and let's do some fun stuff. I'm gonna be on here for maybe about an hour. But you see when it's dry, it stays put really nice. And this is how I take it off. I just grab a little wipe. I put it right on top. We're not gonna mess up my bunny, which kind of looks like a dog. And we're just gonna press gently. And that activates the paint. And then if I touch it, it comes right off. So we're just gonna wipe that off like so. And of course, dry it. Just pat dry. Because you don't want to paint on wet skin. That's no fun. Alright, I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. Refreshing. Well, let's see. Let me look up Animaniacs and maybe I can just be crazy today and try to make one. I think the cutest Animaniac. I mean, I like Yakko a lot. He, not Yakko, Wacko, the second one. Animaniacs. Because Yakko is cool, but he has a lot of rules. But Wacko was whack. That guy was just like all over the place. Let's see. Images. I do have my iPad in front of me so I can see some reference pictures because I'm a professional. Where is he? It's not Yakko, it's Wacko. It's right here. Wacko. There he is. Animaniacs. Sorry, I'm taking so long. I think I put my iPad a little too far from me. What? His name is Warner? What is Warner? That's not what they call him. Right? Am I crazy? Wow. No, it is Wacko. Wacko Warner. Okay, I was gonna say. The girl is your favorite? Oh, okay, you know what? I wanna make Melissa happy because you are here with me, being so nice to me. So let's paint Dot. It's time for Animaniacs. I used to get home from school every day and watch Animaniacs. And yes, I was in high school, don't judge me. I loved it. I was a big fan. Oh, yeah. I forgot to put my phone on sleep mode, so bear with me. I'm getting weird messages. Okay, you still with me? All right, let's do dot. Come and I don't know what's gonna happen or how she's gonna turn out, so don't judge me. Just, just fun. This is just for fun. We're just doodling. I could do like a Funko version of her, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's just try to do it right. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna try to do Dot from Animaniacs for my new buddy Melissa. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. You're 52 and well, nice to meet you, my darling. I am 44 and I'm about to be 45. But I'm a kidult. I love cartoons and I don't see why I need to stop, okay? That's how I feel. If you love something and it's not hurting anybody, right? I feel like there's a lot going on in the world all the time, no matter what time you live in. And it's nice to have an escape of something that just makes absolutely no sense. And for me, that is cartoons. I try to watch at least one cartoon every day. I just enjoy it so much, you know, it makes me so happy. So here we are. And I'm an artist, so I love to, you know, look at fun things. It's pleasing for my eyes and for my mind. So I do it, and I'm unapologetic. Oh, thank you. Isn't it true? Ain't it the truth? We are just over here spitting facts, Melissa and I. Okay, so first we're gonna start with her face. When I paint a character, because I'm using face paint and I'm working, I guess, backwards, I don't start with the outline because it wouldn't make much sense. So I start with the light things. This is where I usually mess up a little bit because I try to put all the things that are white first. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's see what happens today. Every day is a surprise. And we're gonna do kind of a placeholder for one hand. We'll do another one here. Sometimes I put these and I end up either erasing them or covering them. We'll see. You know what I can do? Ooh, I'm gonna do white outline so that I can kind of have something to work off, right? We'll do that, and then I can just cover it with black when I do her body. So see here, I'm already messing up, so I gotta make this hand a lot bigger. And then I just ask you to trust the process because it looks crazy right now, but eventually things make sense. It's time for Animaniacs. Okay, so then she's got these two big old feet. That might be too far out. And then they're chunky like this. And then this one goes this way. There we go. Yeah, things are happening. I'm gonna go up a little bit, and then we can always cover in black. Okay, something's happening here. And then we're gonna do some of her elbow over here. Okay, this is actually shaping up to be kind of decent, right? I feel like this leg needs to go this way more. We'll erase some of that. And then she's got this cute little skirt. And then, okay, so now let's try to do the shape of her head in white. Because, you know, we're already doing it, so we might as well keep going. I do this too when I'm working at events and a kid asks me for something complicated and I have time. I'll just kind of doodle it real quick in white. Because you can always cover the white, you know? And so this is like a little trick, I guess. And then she's got this big old flower right here, which will make it look better. And then she's got two little chunks of hair. Okay, we have something. Something's happening here. Yay! I feel like we can make her feet a little bit more opaque and maybe a smidge bigger. Yeah. The fun thing about cartoons is the bigger, the better. See, this hand is derpy, so I'm gonna erase it. This is how I erase. I grab a little piece of paper towel, and then I grab a clean brush, put some water on it. I get that paper towel nice and ready, and I'm just gonna wet this and just keep doing that. There's nothing on the brush but water, and I just deleted her hand. And now I can kind of make it a little bit better and just give myself a chance to shine, you know? Okay, now we're talking. Now we are talking. So now we're gonna go ahead and fill her in. All right, Melissa, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll post a replay, so if you are subscribed and you want to see it later, you can drop by my channel and just take a look. But it was so nice to meet you. Thank you for the request. I love painting Dot. I hope you have an awesome day at work, my darling. My new buddy, Melissa. All right, so let's get to it with Dot. I'm going to color in her skirt next. And just start to get some color together. Some of her life. Dot is getting her life together. She's getting ready for work. Melissa is getting ready for work, and so is Dot. Okay, let's see. So we'll add some depth to her skirt. There, I just mixed a little bit of red into the pink, and that gives it like a nice little tone. And then she's got a nose like right around here. So I'm gonna add a little nose, like so. I know her nose is red, but I'm making it pink first. Oh, thank you, Melissa. You too, my buddy. Have an awesome weekend and an awesome day. So nice to meet nice people. There's a lot of nice people in the world. Sometimes the not so nice people are just louder, you know? But if you really pay attention, you can meet some good people. Every day. Every single day. Okay, so we're getting her nosy wosies. Nice. And doodled in. See, I don't have enough water on my brush because I'm being careful. I'm being too careful. Let's try it now. Okay, alright, okay. We'll leave that nose right there. We don't want to mess with it too much. And then I'm going to just take advantage of the red on my brush and just add a little bit more shading to her skirt. We'll even do a line here because she's got like a little pose that she's doing. She's kind of sassy. And then to blend it, I just wipe off the paint on a sponge and go back in with a dry brush. Dry brush is your friend. Okay, now let's do, I think we can just do black. Everything else is black, and the only thing that's not black is her flower. You know what? Let's be smart about this, and let's just do the flower. I'm looking for a man in finance. No, I'm looking for a brush. I'm gonna use some pink. You know what? You guys want to see my paint? I'm gonna show you what I use. Come on, paint. So I use this little palette. This is not a sponsored video or live stream. I just love specific brands for what I do, and this little palette is one of my favorites. It's a water activated face paint by Wolf Effects. They don't pay me, I don't work for them. I just love their face paint. And that's what I've been using for like 20 plus years. Wolf Effects. Well, not 20 plus years. I've been using it since, yep, 20 plus years. 2009? How many years is that? That is not 20 plus, that's like 17 years. So I've been using this brand for 17 years. I love it. And I do use other brands too, but this one is my favorite. There we go. I'm gonna wipe off some yellow so I can go a little more ham with the orange. And then we'll see. Ooh, what's that? That looks fun. What's your favorite kind of art? How do I remove this? Okay, never mind. Let's get that out of there. Don't like that. It was in the way. Good old YouTube trying to make me engage doing things that don't work. Thanks, YouTube. But no thanks. Let me just paint. Okay, so now we're getting the flower. And we're gonna outline it. Now Dot has a lot of black paint on her, black areas, so we're just gonna go crazy with the wrap right now. Even her eyes are little black dots. Okay, let's go, let's outline. And if you're here and you want to make a request of what you want to see me paint next, I'm still gonna have some time. So if you love cartoons and you want to start your day by seeing one of your favorite cartoons being doodled, let me know. Just put it in the comments. And if we haven't met, my name is Carolina the Doodler. I love to doodle. If you check out my channel, you're gonna see that I've posted hundreds of shorts, even some long form videos of me painting adorable things on my arm. I just love face paint. I love art. It makes me really, really happy. So I like to share it because I heard that my videos make people smile or relax. So that's my contribution to the world. Or one of them. I also have coloring books, and I even have an app. I have the most fun doodling app. It's called Doodle Mashups. And it's a game that I used to play with my kids, where you get two random words and you have to do a mashup of them. Sometimes they're hilarious, sometimes they're weird, but they're always fun. So you can find that on the iOS store. Android too, I think. My hubby made it for me. From scratch. Okay, so I know I could be using a bigger brush, but I don't want to. I'm gonna be a rebel and use the smallest possible brush. These are small. I know it's hard to tell because I have a close-up, but if you look at the size of my fingers and the size of the art that I'm doing, it's pretty tiny. I mean, it's not as small as like nail art or anything, but it's small, so using small brushes helps me keep things a little under control, you know what I mean? If I were to use a chunky brush here, this could be the end of Dot. It's time for Animaniacs. Do any of you that are in here have ever watched Animaniacs? It was a good one. I mean, I haven't watched the new version, but I watched the OG version back in the 90s, and it was one of my favorite cartoons. They had Animaniacs, they had Freakazoid, and it was good stuff. I know there's a lot of good cartoons nowadays, and I feel like anime is probably the best kind of cartoons right now, because regular cartoons for kids kind of sad these days. They're not what they used to be. I feel so old when I say that, but I can say that because I'm OG, you know? I've been watching cartoons for over 40 years. Yes, I'm an old lady. No, I'm not an old lady. I'm young at heart. Okay. Now we're doing her gigantic feet. Ooh, I messed that one up a little bit, but I don't care. I could fix it, but I don't want to. We're gonna leave it just like that. And now let's do her face. I'm a little scared, but we're gonna go for it. Don't be scared. Okay, so I'm gonna reload my brush with some black face paint. And then we're gonna outline her face. We're almost there. Oh, I forgot she has a tail. Let's add the tail before I forget. Here we go. Whee! It's time for Animaniacs. So just sit down and relax. No, that's not how that goes. Okay. The legs could be better, but they could also be worse. Never thought about that. Alright, so what am I going to paint after this? I have no idea. I could do, you know what? I'm going to do what I put on the thumbnail, which is my T-Rex bunny. Not a T-Rex, my dino bunny. That way, there's some kind of consistency. See, this is where I usually mess up and make her look like an old lady. But we're gonna do it anyways. I don't know why I'm sniffly. Hello, nurse. What's up, Hustle? We got somebody here familiar with Animaniacs. That was awesome. You just made me laugh. That was great. You couldn't have said a better line. Hello, nurse. See, I feel like Animaniacs is one of the last cartoons where they did that, where they were doing all kinds of inappropriate things, and we just loved it. And then after they went away, it was kind of the end of an era, you know? I think there's, as much as there was inappropriate stuff, I think it was just fun, like good old fun. It's like Bugs Bunny, for example, is one of the greatest trolls of history, the history of cartoons. And nowadays, he's not the same. It's not even Mel anymore. So, you know, life passes, things change. I'm just glad that we were part of something so cool, right? That's right, Wacko, Yakko, and Dot. Remember the song? It's time for Animaniacs, 'cause we're zany to the max. So just sit down and relax, relax, you collapse. We're Animaniacs. Come and join the one another, and the one I just turned up. Something, 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 one another parking lot. Get locked up in the tower whenever we get caught. Pay contracts. So just sit down and relax. You'll have to collapse. For Animania, totally insane. Something, something Cheney. They used to change that part of the song every day. They had like different things that they would do in that last line. Oh, I love that show. Good times. See, I always do that to Dot, and now she just looks like an old lady. But it's okay, I'm just having fun. Whatevs. Whatevs. She's just hard to paint, I guess. Hustles, this was a request. I had a buddy in here that I just met today. Her name was Melissa, and she requested Dot from Animaniacs, and here we are. But Melissa had to get ready for work, and she said she would come back later and watch the replay, so here we are. My favorite episode, Wacko sings All the Countries of the World. I remember that one. I don't remember the song, but I remember the episode. Wow, that was a good one. That was a really good one. Man, I couldn't tell you my favorite episode right now. Let's see if I can think of one. Ooh, I can't. That's really good that you have a nice memory like that. I have like a flood of all of them. You know what other cartoon I really loved? Pinky and the Brain, which was also played during the same time block. Pinky and the Brain, Pinky and the... My favorite Pinky and the Brain episode was where Pinky fell in love with a carrot. Do you remember that one? That like brain makes this like crazy carrot monster thing, but then him and Pinky become best friends and they fall in love, and it was such a good episode. And I even cried at the end because the carrot had to go away. Good times. Alright, we're almost done with Dot. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Pinky and the Brain, Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. Pinky, Pinky and the Brain, Brain. Okay. Hello, nurse. We're gonna just add some highlights to Dot. And she's done. She is a done. Let's see. We'll just add a few little. She's got a little highlight here, kind of. Well, she's not bad. She could be better, but she could also be worse. So we're gonna leave it just like this. What do you think? I think she's adorable, right? And I like to put my dots on the sides. But lately, I've been doing this. You ready? Lately, I've been doing this deal right here. Sometimes it messes it up, but for the most part, this actually turns out pretty well. And it kind of makes things look like stickers, which I like. I love stickers. So, Hustle, if you could see any cartoon right now, what would you see? Because if you tell me something that inspires me, I might paint it. If not, I'm gonna do Dinosaur Bunny, aka Dino Bunny. I know we've talked about a couple cartoons, but maybe there's something else you love. Okay, here we go. Almost done. And there we go. So now it looks a little more elevated, you know what I mean? Ain't it cute? And then of course I can't help myself, so I'm gonna do my dots. There we go. And now we have Dot from Animaniacs. Ooh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles in a half shell, turtle power. We could do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Let's try it. Should we do OG TMNT, or do we do the new? I haven't seen new versions other than the movie, but let's see what they look like. Let's see what comes up when I look it up. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I'm gonna take your lead on this one. New Ninja Turtles, OG Ninja Turtles. Cause I grew up watching these guys. Remember them? So they're the ones that I have in mind. All right, so you let me know while you do that. I'm gonna wipe off Dot, and then we'll do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and then we'll call it a day. Because I have to go to work and stuff. All right, so let me show you when water activated face paint is dry. You cannot take off the Warner sister Dot. She's there for good. But if we activate it, she's gonna come right off. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm gonna grab a wipey that is nice and clean, and I'm just gonna place it right on top and press. And you can see the paint starts to come through and get activated. And then when I lift it off, there she goes on the wipey. And now if I touch her, so all I do is grab a clean wipey and I wipe that off. Some colors like green leave residue, but when you wash your arm or your skin with soap and water, it comes right off. So always wash your skin after you take off face paint. Always. All right, let's see. Let's do the one with the purple. Which one was that? Leonardo? Leo? Or Donatello? Let me see. Let me grab. Maybe I could do all of them. It's so ambitious. Okay, let's just do something. OG, right? Yeah. Oh, OG is great. Let's do the new version. Okay, all right. All right, let's see. Let me look that up. New version. So I guess it was 2024, 25. TMNT new. Meow. Oh, they're cool. What? Oh my Lord Jesus. They look interesting. Wow. Oh, they look like anime. That's so trippy. Whoa. I can't tell what year this is, but let me put 2026. What? Okay, I found something. I'm gonna try it. Which one's your favorite? Any version you'd like is fine with me. Oh, you're so nice. All right, well, let's try. I'm so torn right now. I'm so torn. Let me see. Because the new ones look really cool. Let me just try one of the new ones. I don't know if people will recognize it, but no, I'm scared. You know what? I'm gonna do the OG because that's just the one I recognize. But the new ones are so cool. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna stop it. So I just found this really cool one. I've never seen this version before, so let's just challenge myself today and let's do something different. Why not? Right? Don't be scared. Don't be scared is what I say. So I found this new version that looks like a cartoon. Michelangelo. Which color was Michelangelo? With the red? Red rum. I think he's the one with the red, right? Michelangelo. Orange. Okay, got it. All right, well, I found the orange one. Was he the funny one? He was like the silly one, right? Okay, let's see. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in a Half Shell. I don't know what's going on. Oh no, the table. It's broken. There we go. Let's do this one. Thanks for bearing with me. You know, I think I'm gonna do the new one because in the OG version they all look the same. There's no differentiating them. They all just look like each other. Alright, so I found a cool version of Michelangelo. Let's do it. He is the fun one. Okay, so there's this thing on Nick called Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and there's like a really trippy version of him. So let's do it. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Okay, here we go. So his head is not as rounded as they used to be. I'm gonna leave a placeholder for the orange, but I'm gonna start it with the green because, you know, I gotta start somewhere. And I don't think we're gonna do his whole body. We're just gonna kind of stick with the face, okay? What's up, Belbrope? If you remember, I don't think you do, but oh, okay. Did you have a different name? LBRBROPPE? Oh my goodness, well, hi. Sometimes I remember and sometimes I don't. I have an interesting memory, I guess. But yay! I'm happy you remember me. Yeah. Yeah, man, I've been just working and, you know, figuring out life, getting it together. And yesterday I went live from work. I work in a really cool place called Silly Farm, and I missed it so much. I was like, man, I miss doing this, you know? You used to suggest Donald Duck, okay. And then I finally did it one day, right? It came out all derpy. Oh, it's nice to see you. I've been good. I'm just in here hanging out with my buddy I'm sorry, Hustles. Sorry, Hustles. Um, Hustles has been super nice and suggested that I paint a Ninja Turtle. So here we are. I painted Dot earlier. But yeah, I've been good. I've been good. Just, getting it together. All good. You're the best. Thank you. Okay, so here's where I have to make decisions. So Michelangelo has white teeth and white eyes. So if I put orange and green everywhere, he's gonna look like he's sick and needs to go to the hospital. So I'm gonna do some placeholders with white. They're not gonna make much sense, but they're there just so that I don't cover that with the colors, Oh, well, it's good seeing you, my buddy. Thank you for stopping by and giving me the love. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to go be on here a little more often. I'm definitely gonna try to be here tomorrow morning. So hopefully we'll catch each other again and we'll get to hang out a little. Maybe I'll do Donald Duck again for you, okay? But thanks for being here. I appreciate you. And I hope you have an awesome day. Awesome. Okay, here we go. We have eyeballs. It's good to see old buddies. Hustle, I used to live stream every day for 3 hours a day. I started doing that a few years ago. And then, of course, life happened and things got busy. And I just kind of stopped over time. And then I wanted to start again and come back and do what I love. Because I love doing this so much. Plus, it's good for me, I get to get better at what I do. It's like daily practice. And it gives me a bunch of content. So it's a win-win for me. And of course, I get to meet super nice people. Like I was saying earlier, there's so many good people in the world. So many. It's just the not so nice ones are really loud sometimes, and it feels like the world is not a great place. But if you pay attention, you're gonna meet some good folks out there. So thanks for being here and being one of the good ones. Yay! Thank you! Oh, I appreciate you. Yay! Well, I post a lot of fun stuff, a lot of cartoons for the most part, and I paint cool stuff. So if you ever need a break from the world and you want to watch some wholesome content, I've posted hundreds of videos from the past, for the past few years of doodling cute stuff or cool stuff. And I try things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but I just put it all out there because I love doing this. So thank you. Yay! Yay! Okay, this is looking interesting. He looks kind of cool, right? I just gotta add some shading, and I think that's gonna make all the difference. So I'm gonna let the orange dry a little bit before I add another layer. So let's keep layering the green. So I only have one green, but I want it to be a little darker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a smidge of black and then mix it back in with the green, dry my brush a little bit, and that gives me a nice darker green that I can use to blend. Okay, so now I'm gonna start doing some shaping of his head. I'm gonna do some up here. See, there's not enough water. I need to be less shy with the water. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. And I feel like his head needs to go and be a little more squared. I'll show you the reference picture when I'm done, if you're interested, so you can see what the heck I'm looking at. I wish I could do these things from memory, but I'm not there yet. I need my brain for a lot of things. I need the space. Okay, so he's got like cool shading on his, whatever this is called, his snout, his muscle. He's a turtle. Turtles don't have snouts, right? I don't even know. I don't even know what's real. Okay, and then he's got some cool shadows over here. Some cool shadows here. So let's add them. And then, I'm gonna add more shadows under his thingy, whatever that's called. And yeah, that looks cool. He looks more serious. Yay! I love when things start to turn out okay-ish. Emphasis on the ish. The newer turtles tend to be different shades of green. Ah, cool. Right? I love changing tones. I only have 12 colors in my palette, but I like to mix. Not mix, blend them and make new ones. You don't need much. Okay, so the orange, because I don't want it to be too dark, I mix it with brown a little bit. With doodle brown. And then let's see what happens. So, you want to keep your tones similar. And then if I do it and I feel like it's not, oh, I forgot. Hold on. I first need to make a second layer of orange before I shade it. It's not as orange as I want it to be. So I'm gonna add a smidge of yellow. And let's see. I'm gonna cover some of that green that I have underneath. And then while we're at it, we can shape these eyes a little bit better. I wonder what the music is like now on the new Ninja Turtles. I haven't watched it, but now I'm so curious. Maybe it's like some kind of variation of the old one. I don't know. I don't know nothing. See, it's picking up some of that white. And I guess he has like a cool thing. The bandana kind of coming out. I just can't tell. So I'm gonna just go out on a limb here and just do something there. Because I don't see it. But I'm gonna do like an orange thing going this way, I guess. Just for poops and laughs. And I'll try to make it jaggedy so it doesn't look stupid. We'll do it like that. How's that? I don't see one on his left side, so I'm just gonna stick to that one. Okay, so I'm picking up so much of the green over here that I think I need to just leave it alone. The bandana's going, just leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. The new theme song can't compare, really. We have the good stuff, huh? Hustle? Well, I'm from the 80s. I was born in the 1980s, so thankfully I got to experience a little bit of both. The analog life, where things were still, there was no internet, at least not no internet available to the Gen Pop, and then kind of saw the digital age come to life. So thankfully I have both, and I know there's a lot of us out there like that, and it's kind of trippy that we experience life in such a different way from everybody else. I like it. I appreciate it. Like, I remember the day they brought a computer to my house, and I was like, what's that? And how do I use it? And I started gaming. I used to game on the computer, like early 90s. And I had some favorite games, and I loved adventure games. I needed to start and finish. So I also watched a lot of cartoons, but it was fun to be part of that era. The era where you were still playing out in the street all day until it got dark. But we also started seeing things change, It was trippy. And now the world is such a different place. Okay, so these turtles are more anime-ish, so I guess it's good that I'm doing all this shading. Okay, I think I'm ready to outline. I'm not gonna go too crazy with the shading. I guess more because of time. And let's go. Let's do this. For outlining, I just use black. All the cartoons from the late 80s to 90s had the best theme songs, right? Yeah, that's right. Do you remember Saturday morning cartoons? It was a thing. We all used to watch Saturday morning cartoons. And then I would watch it until they started playing like the ones I didn't like. I didn't care. I watched everything. We used to watch He-Man and She-Ra, Transformers. We used to watch what's the other one? Thundercats. Remember Thundercats? DuckTales, that's right. DuckTales. Ooh. I grew up in South America, so a lot of those cartoons I watched in Spanish. I didn't know what they sounded like in English until I moved here in the mid-90s. So DuckTales, I watched it with a theme song that went something like this. Patos, pato aventura con los patos. Yes, there's a Tailspin. Is Tailspin the chipmunks? Is that what that was? I want to say it was, but I don't remember. Captain Planet. Wow, that's cool, man. You got the good memories. You got the good memories. I also watched things like the Smurfs and Fraggle Rock wasn't a cartoon, but still, I watched Fraggle Rock. Okay, so his eyes came out a little funky, but we're gonna go with it. We're just gonna keep on pushing on. Oh, Rescue Rangers, that's right. Okay, then I don't remember Tailspin, but maybe if I look it up and I can see what it was called in Spanish, because they were called different names in Spanish. I've been in the United States since 1994, so I've been here for a long time. Oh, inspired by Jungle Book. Oh man, I can't remember. I'm gonna look it up for sure. For sure. But yeah, lately I've been into anime. I've been watching a lot of Demon Hunter, and I've been watching One Piece, and oh, recently I watched Cowboy Bebop. That one is really good. You know what? Next time I go in here, I'm gonna just do a bunch of anime, and it'll be fun. Love anime. Okay, here we go. I mean, we were watching anime back in the 80s and 90s. We didn't even know it, right? Because a lot of those cartoons were anime, like Jam. Okay, here we go. So now we're gonna do some teeth lines. They got big teeth, the Ninja Turtles. Turtles in a half shell. So I wish I would have done more white on the eyes. Sailor Moon, yes. Sailor Moon. I watched a lot of Sailor Moon. A lot. Dragon Ball, yeah. Dragon Ball I have to get into. I've only seen one episode. See, the way I did it is I've been watching the first episode of each one of them. And then whichever one like really catches my attention, I stick to it. So I've been kind of just working my way, trying to fix his eyes into the world of anime. I got my Crunchyroll going. I know I can find some on Tubi, which is really nice. Even on YouTube, I can find a bunch of stuff. So I've been just kind of like going through the catalog of things. Then I have a going list on my phone of the ones I want to watch. So I just need more time in my life, you know? If I could just, like one day, like make a lot of money so I could watch cartoons all day, that would be amazing. Okay, so these turtles don't really have highlights. But I really feel like adding some. I don't know. Maybe I'll add just a little bit. Yeah. It's just part of what I do is adding highlights, you know? I feel like I need to. For the sake of the world. Live action One Piece is pretty good. I've never seen it, but I've seen like pictures and previews. Okay, good to know. I did recently my One Piece skull. I painted it. I gotta post that video. I'm gonna probably post that one today or tomorrow. I have it in my library of videos to edit. I did the skull. Wait, Yeah, One Piece. That was a One Piece. The One Piece is the one that has Luffy, right? Um, Alright, I'm just gonna stickerify this Ninja Turtle. Ta-da! See how much cooler it looks? Maybe I should have done two of these, but oh, it is what it is. I think it turned out pretty darned good. And of course I'm gonna throw my dots in there because I have to, it's my signature, you know? Luffy, King of the Pirates, right. Okay. Yeah, I have to watch more One Piece. And then I also started watching a really cute one called Kotaro Lives Alone. Have you seen that one? It's adorable. Every now and then I have to watch just a simple one. Then there's the other one. What's it called? The one with the guy that used to be like an assassin, and then he went into hiding, and he has a deli shop or like a little grocery shop. What is it? What's the name of it? I can't remember it right now, but it is. Yes, Sakamoto Days. That's the one. I love that one. Love that one. I have to pick it up. I probably got it like 10 episodes in and I stopped, but that's a good one. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like the Mikey. He needs a slice of pizza or something, but we're gonna leave him as is for now. And this was a lot of fun. It was so nice to meet you, Hustles. Thank you so much for subbing. And, you know, if you ever catch me on here again, I'm gonna try to be here in the mornings. So if you're ever here, stop by and say hello. And if you guys out there are just being so nice and watching the replay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I have a lot of really fun, adorable content, and I just like to make people smile with, you know, fun things. We have enough troubles in the world, and it's nice to have something where you can escape and just be a kid again, you know? So thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Hustles, for keeping me company. It was a lot of fun, and for making your request, and I appreciate you. All right, everybody, have an awesome Friday. Have an awesome day, a great weekend, and I might see you guys tomorrow. See ya. Ta-ta.